What are you doing?
What do you think? I'm digging in the mud.
Making mud pies?
No, not really.
Not really?
I'm more making a pit of water.
No.
Mm.
You should go throw it at your mom. You missed.
I know. I think she'd be happy at me.
Yeah, it's probably about 3/8 to half inch of rain last night. Today is sunny, tomorrow is strong storms, and then rain, and then more rain, and then more rain, and then more rain. Went to rented a compactor. It's a vibrating compactor. They have what's known as a jumping jack, which basically is a machine that jumps up and down and pounds there's a bee. I gotta get my bees out here. He's buzzing me right now. The bees are out moving. I got only one hive right now. I've got three or four trap outs that people want me to do. If I can find the time, anyways. All right, got a little distracted there, a little squirrel moment. Anyways, so that's a vibrating compactor. It basically takes the ground and vibrates the rock together and compacts it so it's pretty darn solid right now. A couple of spots that were a little bit of concern. These ones that were holding water, and you can see there it's got some mush to it, and I'm sure after all this rain it's not going to get any better, so I'm going to have to get some lateral rock. I'm really not sure why this spot, it's kind of a high spot. It's weird that it would be mushy like this. This is where we poured all that extra concrete, but it's more kind of in that area. It's kind of weird that this is like that, unless that concrete is not letting any water soak down in the ground. That's a possibility. Another little spot over there that I put some rock in and then packed it down. But I'm going to put a whole another layer of AB3 on top of this still. You can see by the edges, I've still got to bring this up to 2 inches below the top. So we did a layer of clay, and then this is our first layer of AB3. These areas don't have AB3 yet, because I didn't have any and I had no way to compact it. So I'll do some extra work on these three areas where I couldn't get into. So we'll do layer of clay, layer of AB3, pack it. I went over this whole thing 3 to 4 times, depending on which area it's at. I'll get a whole nother layer of AB3 out here, level it again, compact it again, and then try and get it to where I'm 2 inches below the top of my footing, and then I'll start putting down the 2 inches of rigid foam and my vapor barrier, and then start putting the rebar on and tying all that in. I can run down and get the septic tank. It's about an hour and a half away. They have some closer ones that are, they'll actually make them to your specs out of concrete. Problem with that is that I don't have anything that can move concrete. So the backhoe maybe I'll do it, but I've never put one in. I just got licensed to do them. So this is where our septic tank is going. And it goes out about 13 feet. And it is about 51 inches tall, so a little over 4 feet tall. And I have to dig down probably about 5 feet. So in reference, here I'm only down 12 inches, and I started hitting some enormously large rocks that I could not budge. So when I get around to doing the septic tank, I'm probably going to hit some monstrous rocks. I'm either going to have to jackhammer them out or hope I have a big enough piece of equipment to pop them up. So getting that would be nice. Our house is still under contract. We should get the appraisal back here pretty soon. And when that closes, I'm hoping to, we should get our equity out of that, and that will help to pay for the rest of the build. That should cover us for the rest of the build anyways, getting everything else done. So that'll be a relief, because right now we're dwindling down our savings to do all this. So try and do it all in cash. Okay, I'm getting closer and closer. I think I'm done putting in AB3 and packing it down. The next phase is going to be using chip to raise it up to my 2-inch level below. I don't know if you can see way off on the other side there. It's still down, probably 3-4 inches in some areas. But the AB3 is, although it packs really well, it's just hard to get it as level as you would like. And once you pack it down, you're kind of screwed of getting it back up without getting a large piece of machinery in there, which I really don't want to do now because I've got it all situated. So it's nice and packed and shiny. I just need to, this spot over here is a little bit high, so I may have to get in there with the Mini X. But the big problem I'm having is, again, it keeps raining and raining and raining, so I've got to drive through a mucky mess. And we're supposed to have strong storms tonight, so that's not going to help me get anything done. And then it's supposed to be like 75 the next day. But getting closer, so I'm hoping here, thanks to the coronavirus, all my help is no longer here to help pour the concrete. I've been doing all this myself. I was going to hire a few college kids to help me pour this, and they've all left. So now I'm trying to figure out something else, but if I'm lucky, I'll be able to pour this pretty soon. I'm already running behind where I wanted to be. Spring break started today. I was hoping to pour by Friday. I'd be lucky if I can get that done. But anyways, at least I got this part done, and everything looks to be pretty good. So you can see out there in the distance my beehives. I got the second one set up, and checked them a little earlier, and they were doing really good. So that's all fantastic. Still got water I'm pumping out every now and then. It keeps raining. I keep, underneath this is a lot of rock, and then it all flows down. And of course, around my drain pipes, my sewage, of course, I put that clean rock in there, so that's acting as a channel and pulling water through. And then where my septic tank is going to go, I just put a bucket and then threw in turn this off here. I got a bucket and then threw in the sump pump down there. And that water you see coming in is not coming out of the pipe, it's coming in from around the pipe, which means it's coming in from the clean rock that's around everything. And it could be coming a little bit from, got a little bee right there. It could be coming in from my drain tile, which you can see right here. There is a bit of water that runs around the outside, and it could be leaking right down into there too. I have seen on that corner where it drains at, that there is a bit of water coming out of there, so I know the drain tile is working okay. But right here, it would hit this spot and then flow down most likely. But we got rain tonight. I think there's calling for well over an inch again, and then strong storms, and the day after that it's supposed to be sunny and warm, so I'll come back out here and start draining the slab or the rock out and see what else I can get done. I need to run a string line from across this way, and then I can measure down 2 inches and see how much I need. I can probably go out to the quarry and start bringing in the chip that I need and dumping that in the middle. So starting to frame it up. When I went to pick up the lumber today, it was surprising because treated was actually cheaper than untreated, which is odd. So anyways, what the plan is, first I got to line up this corner because this is where my plumbing is, and if I get this off, then I'm going to have troubles down the road. So I made sure that my stool was correct off of both sides, and my riser for the this is the vent pipe, and the laundry room, this is inside a wall, so I made sure that these lined up good. And then on the outside, I tap conned in little blocks there, and then we have a long piece there. You can see I've got a long piece over there to tie it in. So from the outside of my forms, of course my form's not straight, I would have 3.5 inches plus 1.5 inches would be exactly 5 inches, which is exactly what the brick ledge is supposed to be. So all of my 2x4s should line up roughly pretty close to the outside edge of the form, except for the fact that the form meanders back and forth, so I'm going to be perfectly straight. Anyways, this corner is set, and then I'm going to work off this corner down to that corner, which should be exactly 40 feet. And then I'll work down to that corner, which should be exactly 70 feet. And then from that corner, 40 feet. And then I can exit, which is you cross each direction. If your measurements are the same, then you're perfectly square. So my goal today is to get that done. And then tomorrow get out here and finish it up. And then tomorrow night, get it leveled. So I'll find my high point with laser level, and I can raise this up and down and then screw into the side from that plate on the outside to lock it in place, and that will level my slab. And then after that, see all that rock over there we brought, that'll be put into the inside to start filling it up. And then I brought my insulation rigid foam to start doing that, and hopefully next week my plastic will come and my tubing for the geo whatever thermal.
And what do we
radiant.
do in the middle of all of this too?
We have to move, we have to hide from viruses,
Yes.
and we have to close and all sorts of fun stuff.
Yeah, so we have to move and yeah.
Lots of stuff going on. I did get a hold of my camera guy just because I'm paranoid about me accidentally breaking one of these pipes underneath. So he's going to come out tomorrow and run his camera down and just make sure I didn't break anything in the process of packing all this down and driving the skid steer over and everything else. It should be perfectly fine, but it's a slab, so if you screw it up, then it sucks. It sucks. So that's the plan, Sam. What's up, Sam? My girls are out wandering around. There's one mud puppy over there. I don't know where the other one is. Okay, so anyways, that's the plan. Look at the beautiful sky.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. Looks like a dead fish.
Oh my god.
You should go throw it at your mom. You missed.
I know.